Hi everyone, I wanted to take you through a quick tour of my classroom online. I know many of you have started a website and many of you have used Weebly, so you're familiar with the platform. That's what I chose to use, and as you can see down here, I am not paying for any services. I'm just using the free website. So this is what it looks like when you come to my website, missklovesmath.weebly.com. It has a welcome message for anyone who reads it. And then I have down here the same exact message written in, translated into a few different languages. This is primarily for parents who might visit the website because I encourage parents also to connect through the website. So if you just click on one of them, this is Hmong right here, it just populates a Word document with the same exact message. Down here there's some links, like I put the link to the Infinite Campus Gradebook for SUSD. Then there's some websites here. But something that you're going to notice on every single page is this form. So this is a form that you can build in on Weebly, and it's on every single page. It's really just to encourage whoever has questions, whether that be a student or a parent, to fill it out, and it automatically goes to my email. And they're required to enter their email, so I can just email them back. Students use this all the time to contact me. Either they lost my phone number, they don't have their own phone, they forgot my email address, whatever. Maybe they're on a page and it's just more convenient, right? That's the whole purpose, is to make the communication easy. So up here you'll see home. This is a page that has some information about my students, some information about me. Then my Math 8 classes. Oh, I need to take off this extra thing here. I have 4 units up for Math 8. Compacted Math is the honors math class for 8th grade. And I haven't, none of these units are exactly perfect. You know, this entire website is a work in progress. But right here I had done this year flipped math. Flipped math was actually the same thing as compacted math, but one period I did traditional instruction and the other one I did flipped instruction. So these are the materials for the flipped math class that we did. It's over now. We just gave it a try. And then I have some links to my clubs. This is where you'll find my IMET portfolio for my graduate classes. And this should not be there. So what I'm going to go do right now is I'm going to make sure that I have that hidden. It should be hidden. Hide in navigation, publish. That's actually something I'm working on and I don't want it to go active yet. So now you can see I took it off. So Math 8, I have all of these buttons that they can then go to the units. So they could either go to the units here or they can click on Math 8. This page needs to get fleshed out more, but it's straightforward for now. Let's see, let's go to a page. So first unit, first lesson, first day of school, combining like terms. So we do a review of combining like terms. I got some embedded videos, which we'll talk about later. And this one's a funny one. This is actually from an old, was it All That? I think it's an episode of All That. Now here I have some tech links. So if a student wants to practice this, but on technology, we got some linked activities. A lot of Khan Academy, obviously. I usually link them just because assigning them and having students sign in is a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. They're not all Khan Academy. Some of them are IXL or other activities. I'd actually like to look at compacted math next. Compacted math operates very much the same way. However, I do have on the compacted math and the flipped math sites an embedded Google Calendar to remind them what lessons we're on and when they have homework. That was for me as much as it was for them when we were doing a little comparison between regular instruction and flipped instruction, I wanted to make sure the students knew exactly what was due. I should absolutely put that same calendar and embed it here on the Math 8 page just to give all my students access to the same resources. So here again, I have all the units listed so they can either go through these buttons or on the drop-down menu. Now, flipped math, I'm actually going to make a completely different video, so I'm going to skip over that for now because that is a whole beast in and of itself. And then this is just a space, to celebrate some things that we do on campus. So that is my website. Before we go, let's go ahead and take a look at, embedding content. Embedding content. So you'll notice, like for instance, I had embedded that Google Calendar. Let's take a look at that. So embedding things can be really useful because it doesn't use that much space on your website. Right here, you'll notice basically there's a code that I've entered into this space. I'm building it with all the tools from Weebly, but then it's a code that I've brought in. So you'll be logged into your Google Calendar and you can share it. And instead of sharing the link, you're going to actually embed. So I have a lot of embedded content there. Let's see if I can find you some other embedded content. All the videos are embedded, so I'll just go back to the one we were at before. So each of these videos has its own embedded code. This can be taken from YouTube, so here I am logged into my YouTube. If I wanted to embed this video, which is a video of mine, I could do any other video. I'm going to go down to Share, click over to embed, and then here's that code that I'm copying and pasting. So I can either highlight it and copy it, or I can just hit this copy button. I can also, if it's a video that's not mine and I don't want them to, see the first part of it, I can have them start, 30 seconds in or 45 seconds in, whatever I need to do. That actually changes the code. I don't know if you saw that right here. So I would copy, paste it, and bring it back over to Weebly. Something else that I want you to notice is that the width and height are numerical values here that you can adjust. So I have this set so that up here I have something scrolling on the left, and over here I have the videos. So you could make it go the entire width. Keep in mind that the width needs to be suitable for whatever platform a student is using it on. So you don't want to go as big as a computer screen because some people might be watching it on a tablet. And of course, they could use the full screen mode and adjust it for whatever platform they're using. Kids are pretty savvy. Just a reminder, each of my pages all have that same contact form. The contact form is one of those things right here, contact form, that you can enter. So I've kind of played around with all of these free tools at some point. Right here, map, I actually have embedded some maps to where we've gone hiking in the past. Mostly because I would love for my students and their families to go as a group if they ever want to, and they just don't necessarily feel comfortable accessing that information. They don't know what, like for instance, a trailhead would be or something like that. So I try and give as much information. I've tried to use all the free tools I can. I've dropped some files. The files, you want them to be PDF because that takes a lot less space. Yeah, but I've used most of them for sure. Let's see, embedding the calendar, embedding videos. I think I covered most everything. All right, in the next video, we're going to talk more about the flipped classroom.